What's up? What's up? What's going on, YouTube? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Thank you so much for being here for the Movie News Roundup show. I believe number 7.
Lucky number 7.
Yes, I am on number 7. Lucky number 7. Hopefully, I can get to number 10, then I can get to number 50, get to 100 and to infinity and beyond. But I already got 10 people in the chat. No, 16. Oh my goodness. I'm so flattered.
Loving that.
Yes, and I got 20 likes. That's beautiful. I appreciate it. Thank you, Capricorn Black. I'm not mad at the idea of doing a Black Superman, but the DCEU is a hot mess. Just saying. Well, we're going to talk about it, baby. We're going to talk about it. And I got a ton of topics that we're going to be talking about. If you're interested, of course, you see the title of the video or at least the thumbnail. We got Black Superman, we got Blade, G.I. Joe, the Eternals, Paramount Plus doing big things. We're going to talk about Spider-Man. I have all of the topics down in the description box below with their respective articles. And we're going to go in that order. I got to save the best for last. I got to change it up and save the best for last. So if you are interested in seeing what we're talking about, it's in the title, it's in the thumbnail, it is in the description box, and it will be there. And I am coming to you live. This is not a recording. This is live on the last day of Black History Month, Larry. The last day. Yeah, last day, February the 28th. Tomorrow's March, new week, new month. And I'm going to be doing this.
We have to remember, every month is Black History Month.
My brother, you are so right. You are so right. I got another friend of mine that says that, and I'm glad that you're saying it too. And just to add on to that, let's not let the powers that be dictate when we can celebrate our Black heroes, our Black brothers and sisters that have brought us so far.
Not just that, but there is no history without Black history.
I mean, you just speaking nothing but truth. I mean, my goodness. I mean, that's why
the motherland, Africa, is the birthplace of all mankind. So there is absolutely no history without Black history.
Right on, my brother. Right on. I love it. I mean, that's why I bring you on the show, because you always have great, wonderful things to say. I appreciate it. Such great perspective. But I'm just going to repeat what Larry said, because he's hitting the nail on the head. And so I'm really excited to be here. I'm really excited that he's here. I may have some guests coming on later on that's going to pop in, and I'm super duper excited about that. The topics, and I'm going to be doing this every Sunday. So if this is your first time coming here, go ahead and hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. The like button helps with the algorithm. It's free. Hit that subscribe button, because I do these lives every week. I also do movie reviews, trailer reactions, and if I'm lucky, I may do an interview here and there, and I also do TV recaps of some of television's most popular shows. So
don't forget to hit that super chat button too, because the brother's got to eat.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. What's up, Zia Latrice? And I'm finna say what's up to all y'all. Zia be coming through tough. One of them loyal subscribers, man. I love her. She is so dope. I love it. But I am on YouTube right now at Just My Opinion Reviews. I am on Twitch right now at Just My Opinion Reviews. I am also on Facebook at facebook.com/justmyopinionreviews. And you can follow myself on Instagram and Twitter at JustMyOpinion84, and also Larry at Today I Feel Like. It's on the screen right there. So, I mean, you can just follow us all over the place. You know what I'm saying? And I want to just shout out to all y'all in the chat. I got 25 people in the chat right now, and I got 29 likes. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. But back to you, Larry. Before we get started, I usually get started around the 10-minute mark, or when I get 30 people in the live. And so, but
you might have that many now.
I know, man. I think I got 26. But what's going on with you, man? First, thank you for being here. What's been going on with you? How you doing? How was your weekend? You know, tell the people what you got going on your channel, all that good stuff.
Yeah, man, the weekend was really, really chill. You know, didn't do an earlier show like I normally do with Lamont. Today we took off Friday, and I really kind of needed that time off, man. I just needed a little bit of time to, I think, just to relax and refresh. So, you know, I was happy to take it off, and man, just same stuff. I have you know, I finished my video of the phone service that I was doing, the one that's like $6.20 a month. I did that. It actually works really well. I was surprised. I got it all set up, put the SIM card in there. It was super easy to set up. Some of those discount ones are a little janky, but this one is not at all. It's actually with Tello, and it's super easy. It runs on the T-Mobile network. So for any of you that have used T-Mobile in the past, you know what you're going to get. So, you know, yeah.
Okay. That's what's up. And guys, I'm showing you his channel right now. I mean, this guy is a tech genius master. I mean, he reviews all the latest. Like, seriously, it's all legal, so it's 100% legal. But he will review the latest light, camera, fixture, gadget, whatever, and also will hook you up with the free movies that are legal and the subscriptions and all that. And you can get all that from his channel. Like he was just saying, 6 months of limit. And like he also had a video, guys. It was like you get 6 months of cell phone service for like $30 or something. Excuse me. It was some crazy, amazing deal. And that's just
that's it. The one right there, the first video, that was the part 2 of it, because it was like the total price was $37.24, I think it was, for 6 months of service. And so basically that comes out to $6.20 a month over the course of 6 months. You have to pay it all in one lump sum, but that's basically what it comes out to, is $6.20 a month. So, but it gives you unlimited talk, unlimited text, and it gives you unlimited data, but you only get 2 gigs of high-speed data. So, but for most people, like, you know, myself right now during the pandemic, I'm not really rolling on much cellular data. Most of my stuff is on Wi-Fi anyway. So
already.
Yeah.
So that's just the type of stuff you can get right there off of his channel. If I hit back, you know, this is going to be on my channel tab. If you go to my page, you hit the channel tab right here. This is the whole fam right here. This is the crew right here. And so there you go. There you go. Yep, everybody.
Eman,
one take big dog, one take big dog. But guys, we got 30 people in the live right now. Thank you so much. I got 32 likes, so I'm loving that. We're 7 minutes in. I just want to shout out everybody. Capricorn Black, what's up? How you doing? Woo! What's up, Bruce McFadden? Hey, how you doing? Domitian Scott, hey, what's going on? Rovit or Vet, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Kim Lay, what's good? I cannot see.
Came through strong early.
Man, she did. Mara Sharice was good. And, you know, Zia Latrice, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Cynthia Charles, thank you. What's going on? Google channel, what's up? Greg, oh, already? What is going on?
I told you she came strong already.
What a money reside. Okay.
Zia Latrice, thank you so much for the super chat, my sister. I appreciate it. Like, really, I mean, you're helping me out right here. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you helping me on the channel at that level. Thank you. And guys, I don't know. I mean, you know, I'm feeling good right now, Larry. We got 39 people in the box. I don't want to keep them waiting. You know,
man, this lead time is getting shorter and shorter. It's like they're just coming through ready to go. Like, let's get this party cracking.
I'm saying, man, are you ready to get this party cracking, Larry? Are you ready to do this, sir?
Let's do it.
Already, man, already. Well, guys, again, I want to thank you so much for tuning in with me live this Sunday, February 28th, 2021, for number 7 of the movie news roundup show. We're going to be talking some Superman. We're going to be talking some Blade. We're going to be talking everything down in the description box. Oh, and before we get started, again, let me go ahead and bring in my second guest for tonight. I'm super duper excited. Y'all seen him before. He does movie reviews. He does trailer reactions. He talks about entertainment news. And he is also the king of anime. And that is Mr. OneTakeBigDog. How are you doing, sir?
I'm good. How y'all doing today?
We are doing fantastic, sir. We are doing fantastic, man. You doing good?
Yeah, I'm a little late. You know, I had to get ready.
It's okay.
H2O, you know.
Yeah. I got my H2O right here too. You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and take a sip real quick.
I have my tea. I'm a teetotaler today.
Oh no.
Oh man, I'm unmuting myself. We got the libations everywhere. We got the libations. All right, but no, man, you're not late. You you showed up right on time. I mean, we were just getting started. We were about to start the first topic right here. You know, I had put up the nice little thumbnail and all that. So you ready to do this one take, big dog?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, again, thank you for being here. And that brings us to topic number one. And with topic number one, guys, we've been in this pandemic for pretty much about a year straight now. And like March going to be tomorrow, you know, and we're a movie channel over here. We talk movies, and we've been hurting this past year. The movie theaters have been closed, man. You know, but that brings us to the first topic that may be open. And news came out this past week, if it will come up on the screen, that theaters in New York are going to be reopening in a couple of weeks. But I want to know, is this too early? Do y'all think it's safe? Will you be in the theaters? And I have the report right here from Variety, which is a very reputable source. New York City movie theaters can finally reopen. Will people return? And it goes on to say, for the first time in nearly a year, New York-based movie theater operator Nicolau can breathe a sigh of relief. That's because Governor Andrew Cuomo announced that cinemas across the five boroughs could reopen starting next month, a potential reprieve for a sector of the entertainment industries that's been walloped by the coronavirus. And it just goes on to say that this dude right here owns about 3 theaters, and he's pretty much very excited. Again, this article is down in the description box. But what are the details of this so far? Let's go ahead and go over the details. It says that at 25% capacity, you can't operate profitability, he says, but he plans to restart his businesses anyway because he feels it would be proof that the coronavirus can't be traced back to movie theaters, he adds. Within a reasonable amount of time, we hopefully will be allowed to operate at 50%, which makes more economical sense. Larry, I'm coming to you first. I have my opinions on this, especially that last comment. But what do you think about this? What do you think about movie theaters opening back up in New York specifically? Do you think it's too early? And also, what do you think about this man's comments so far?
Man, where's Eman so I can argue with him about this?
Right. Where is he?
You know, man, I think it's too early. I think it's too early. I don't think it's going to go over well. And here's the thing that worries me. We keep on hearing about these new variants that are not responding, that these vaccines are not responding to with the same level of efficacy. So, I mean, I think it could be a disaster waiting to happen. And when I read this article, the interesting thing is that the older people that they talked to all said, nah, I used to be a big movie goer, but I'm not going back. It just doesn't seem safe. I'm not doing it. The younger people were like, yeah, I'll go back after I get vaccinated. And, you know, but even then I'm gonna be a little bit worried, and the capacities are really going to be what's sort of a deciding factor for me. And there was one dude in that article they talked to that said, oh yeah, I'm going back as soon as they're opened up. But this is a dude that has been going to the movies the entire time. He's like, yeah, I've been driving out to New Jersey to where they had an open movie theater. So this is not like some regular movie goer. This dude is like the hardest of hardcore dudes. And he said he drove out to some movie theater and saw the same movie like 6 times or something just because he wanted the movie experience, you know. But even then, he even said, he said one of the reasons why I feel okay is because I go in there and no one's there. He was like, I go in there and it's a little eerie that I'm the only one in there. But he did say if they start to increase capacity and more people start to show up, he said that he might have to rethink it, you know.
Let me go ahead and read that. His name was Brooklynite Antonio Harris, on the other hand, has no hesitation. He considers returning to cinemas as a restoration of some type of normalcy. With theaters in the boroughs closed, he's journeyed to Jersey City to get his fix, seeing Promising Young Woman 3 times. There was never anyone there, he says. It was an eerie feeling, but I was okay with it being empty. It was a bit of relief. And so that's just kind of more of what Larry was talking about. But go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I think that it's, you know, when you're looking at that situation where there's one dude who's basically like, yeah, I'm going to the movies because, well, no one's really here. So it's kind of nice in that respect, because if you can go to the movie theater, it's sort of like just renting out the theater without having to pay the rental fee because no one's in there, you know? So, but once you start getting people in there, I can tell you right now, there's no way in Sam Hillbilly hell I'm going to sit inside of a room with 50 or 100 people for 2 hours. Not doing it. I'm just not going to do it. And I think there will be some people that do, but not enough to make it profitable. And eventually people who are running their business at a loss are going to have to shut their doors.
I hear you, my brother. And let me go ahead and address this real quick.
What a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside. Okay, I told y'all before y'all.
Thank you so much, Capricorn Black, for the super chat.
You know, it was another interesting thing that, and we haven't quite got to it yet, but so I'll just briefly touch on it, and I won't say any more so you can get to the rest of the topics. But when you start talking about shortening theatrical windows, it's gonna, I mean, it seems like they're getting shorter and shorter, and eventually I think it's going away. I mean, we talked about this 10 years ago when I was in grad school about eventually going to day and date, and we see it happening now with Warner Brothers, and we're going to continue to see it happen. And I just don't see it going backwards. It's one of those things. Once you let the genie out of the bottle, you just can't put it back.
We're definitely going to get to that, and I do have an opinion on that. It is different than yours, but we'll get to it. But I just want to save it. But,
did you like how he slickly just said, "Nah, you're wrong, man"?
No. But hold on, but Capricorn Black, thank you so much for that super chat, real quick. And OneTakeBigDog, before I go to you, I just want to come back to this real quick and then go to the next quote. It says, "It's very important piece." I can't read. "It's a very important piece of the puzzle," says Paul Derogarbedian, a senior media analyst with ComScore. This will hopefully embolden studios to bring out their big movies. I don't want there to be a Pollyanna, but at least this gives us a shot of having some return to normalcy. That word actually, it's just like super duper excited people for no reason. You know, he don't want to be one of these overly optimistic. I found that funny when I was reading it. But OneTakeBigDog, how do you feel about all this, man? How do you feel about these comments? Do you think it's too early? And yeah, you know, how you feel about theaters opening back up in New York?
Well, see, it's so weird because once again, I'm in Louisiana where theaters have been open for, I want to say five months right now, 5 or 6 months. I want to say go all the way back to August. So, and I've been to the theater a few times, and I'm kind of like him in a sense because a lot of times I was the only person there, or that might have been maybe a total. I think the most, before Wonder Woman, I think the most I had been in there with was probably 12 people, and then they have stuff sectioned off. But here's probably the biggest thing that's probably gonna hurt in New York, and it's that some people may come out, but at 25% or 50% capacity, you already taking a chance. And with here, I think we're at like 75% capacity, and the whole thing though, theaters make their money off most of their money off the concessions,
right?
But
turn it up.
When you're watching something, even me, when I'm going to the theater and I'm watching, my mask is on the whole time. I don't even really like getting concession right now because you have to take your mask off to eat or drink or whatever. Right. So in New York, you're not opening up as big, and you in one of those big cities where it hits. COVID is everywhere. It's gonna be hard for you to make money in the concession stand with only 25%, 50%. So I just don't see the purpose in it right now,
Great point, sir. And I'm going to piggyback off of that. First of all, this is how I feel about this. I'm gonna take it back to the beginning. This quote right here where the gentleman says, What is this the right quote? It was something he was saying that this can prove that movie theaters. Yeah, okay.
Oh, what
Yeah,
he's talking about? Yeah, I know.
Right, yeah. Proof that coronavirus can't be traced back to the movie theaters. I personally just think that's ignorant. That's just dumb to me. I mean, goodness gracious, that's just stupid. So I was turned off a little bit just from that. Okay, this dude is cocky and arrogant. Like, I understand, man, that. Well, I don't understand. I don't own a theater. I'm not like, I don't, have all that money in the bank that they get from that. So I can't relate, but I'm trying to sympathize. I can try to sympathize at least. I get what you're saying. Businesses suck for you for a year, but comments like this does scare me. Just my gut feeling. I do feel like this is too early. They're talking about Black Widow will still open in May. I still think that's too early. I think that should be pushed to July, but that's just me. So March is just too early for me. One take Big Dog, you make a great point about because he was like, they're only going to do it at 25% capacity. Do I think that's safe? Yes, I do. Because even here in Dallas, they will automatically block out seats when you try to book your tickets, so someone can't buy some next to you. So that's cool right there. But at 25%, even he said this himself, it doesn't make that much economic sense because, like you said, they're not going to make any money, off these concessions. Nobody's going to feel comfortable. Well, some people are, but most people are just not going to be there, let alone want to take off their masks to get concessions. So I just don't understand this. If like everybody is thinking of new ways to try to bring in revenue right now, you know what I'm saying? Especially with these people being shut down for a year. And Larry, you're always talking about how as far as streaming, of course, we're going to be talking about that soon later on tonight, that somebody needs to come up with just some new innovative way to pull in money. Only way I think, what do y'all think about this right here? If theaters did open up at 25 to 50% capacity, however, it was 24 hours or early in the morning, late at night, so you can have more showings, but you just don't show movies. You show you can show older movies, TV shows, or whatever, just to get people in there, because these studios, they're not going to want to put their movies out there anyway. Even if the theaters are open, half of them don't want to show their movies because they know nobody's going to go. So you're going to have theaters open at 25% capacity with no movies. And so, I'm just throwing that out there. What do y'all think of that? Go ahead.
Well,
if you think it's crazy, you can say that. But
no, it's not that at all. It's just I'm actually looking how things are here, because right now I think in Louisiana they've been showing a lot of older movies. Like right now they playing like Boys in the Hood. I remember they was during Halloween they were playing Hocus Pocus, Elf, the Harry Potter's movies, Star Wars, a lot of the older movies. That's what they've been doing a lot.
Okay.
It's just you still have to think, like, do I really want to go to the movie theaters to see this while this pandemic is going on? Like that, if that was like maybe after, like I could definitely see it, because I'm a person who, I didn't really start going to the theater till I kind of got older. So I would love to go back and see some of those films that I missed seeing in the theaters when I was younger. But at the same time, not right now though,
Right. Yeah,
it's definitely a way to bring in some revenue, but it's just during the pandemic, it's kind of tough.
Already, and I just want to shout out some people in the chat. Hey, how you doing, Aaliyah? Hey, BK coming through to say hello and check out the live. I hope theaters open back up out here in LA. I miss it so much. Yeah, I miss it too. And she's out there in LA. Capricorn Black, good point. What's up, Karma? Most of the workers are kids. Who's going to the staff the theaters? Y'all, everybody making good points in the chat, and I appreciate it. I got 83 people in the box right now. That's what's up. I got 62 likes. Can I get 83 likes? But good point, One Take Big Dog. Larry, what you got? Anything else, man? Anything else?
My I don't know, man. I don't like it. I don't think that'll keep them open. I just worry about the health thing, and that theater owner that's saying that they want to prove that no coronavirus cases are being traced back to the theater. All it takes is one.
Thank you.
All it takes is one person that says, I've been diligently locked down in my apartment for the last 13 months. And as soon as they said it was okay to go out and go to the movie theaters, I went, and now I have coronavirus. And that's all it's going to take is one really public case like that and the theaters will get shut back down, or even if they don't get shut down, people will just be scared and they'll stop going, you know?
Yeah.
And I mean, I'll tell you, I honestly just believe that it is to the detriment of these theater owners to hold on to this old antiquated business model that before the coronavirus was already looking at I don't want to say it was looking at going out, but it was looking at going out. I mean, they were making a lot of money in the theaters, but people have been slowly moving towards streaming more and more and more. And I think that if the theater owners if they want to really try and hold on to something like this, the theater model, they should look at doing drive-ins, and maybe even in some places where you have warm weather in the summertime or all year round, do walk-ups. I mean, people say it's safer if you're outdoors in an open air area. Set up like you have a drive-in theater and set up a section where you can just walk up to the theater and have a lounge chair or whatever. They can just have chairs out there where you can sit out in the open air and watch a movie at a drive-in theater, I mean, you need to do something, and sitting inside of a room with 100 people, 150 people, 200 people, whatever, breathing everyone's air while people are laughing and gasping and and all that exhalation.
You're right.
Nah, people don't want to be like that anymore.
You're right. That's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point.
Take it outdoors. Let people be in their cars, and if they don't have cars, let them go to a place where they can walk in and go sit in an outdoor area.
I ain't mad at you, my brother. I ain't mad at you. You got anything else, man?
No, I agree with. I agree with Larry to an extent because I don't think it's the same. I don't think. Well, I see it would make sense for the theater owners to do that because I think that would be the responsible thing to do. But I think as like consumers, I don't think they get the same feeling as going like to being in a theater. But under the circumstances, we have to like make changes though.
Now let me ask you, because both of you brothers are younger than I am. Have you ever been to a drive-in theater?
Oh, it's been a minute.
No, I've never been to a drive-in
theater. Little kid. Yeah, they got some in my area, but yeah.
It's definitely an experience. If you haven't done it, if you Google drive-in theaters in your area and you find one, just go do it so you can see what the experience is like. It is a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun.
My partner from college and his wife, they go often.
Yeah.
I was, well, that doesn't matter, but yeah, I've heard nothing but good things. So I got one about 20 or 30 minutes from me. So I might have to hit one up. But guys, let's go ahead and move on to topic number 2. So I get you kids to bed. And one take, I'm gonna come to you first, but I know, did you have Movie Pass? Did you like Movie Pass when that was a thing?
Man, I think I had it for a month.
Oh, really? Okay. What about you, Larry? Did you ever have Movie Pass?
Man, as soon as because I was checking Movie Pass when it was $50 a month, and as soon as they dropped it down in price, I was all over it. I had Movie Pass for like a good year or so.
Already. Well, that moves us to the second topic of the night, and I'm actually looking forward to this. And Larry, you sent me this article. So I appreciate it, man. But looks like we're going to be having a Movie Pass docu-series with Mark Wahlberg of all people. This kind of random, but I got the report right here from Deadline. Now, this is Cord Cutters news.com did a piece on this, but we also have it here from Deadline. It says Movie Pass docu-series in works from Mark Wahlberg's Unrealistic Ideas, Ensemble Media, and Insider. And I don't know who these people are, but exclusive. Mark Wahlberg's Unrealistic Ideas, the company behind HBO's Emmy-nominated McMillions, is taking another deep dive into the absurdities of greed with the story behind the rise and fall of Movie Pass. Unrealistic Ideas has teamed with Ensemble Media and Insider, formerly Business Insider, to develop the premium limited docuseries chronicling the demise of the famed movie ticket subscription service. The docuseries is based on inside reporter Jason Guerrasio's award-winning coverage of the rise and fall of the company. Guerrasio's reports chronicle Movie Pass's explosive growth in 2007 after offering unlimited theatrical movies for just $9.95 a month through its downfall. One Take Big Dog, how do you feel about this? Are you looking forward to this series at all? You think it'll be any good?
Man, I love it. I like just based off what Movie Pass was and the quick rise it has, and then the fall. I know you're gonna see some people turning their backs on people. You're gonna find out people getting out at the inopportune time. Well, at the perfect time for them, but at terrible time for others. I feel like it's gonna be a lot of drama. It's gonna be some juicy stuff that's gonna be uncovered, because I never actually read his book or whatever. But I think, of course, I just like watching stuff. You know, I don't got time to sit down and read. But I think it's gonna show. It's gonna have some interesting stuff, and we're gonna really get to see like the greed and so many other things. And I like Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, me too. I think he's a. I mean, I don't know the guy personally, but I think he's a a good performer. And before I pass to you, Larry, I got this quote right here. Employing a sexy price to turbocharge subscriber growth, the investors who took over the company sought the rapid success experienced by high-flying startups like WeWork and Uber. But through over-the-top parties, inexplicable mismanagement, and questionable behind-the-scenes deals, the new leadership of MoviePass slowly alienated its customers and shuttered its service just 2 years after its surge into the zeitgeist, producers said. Again, Larry, thank you for sending me this article, because I had no idea about it. But what do you think about all this, man? Let me have
this is going to be a fun ride to watch this, because I mean, a lot of people loved MoviePass, man. A lot of people loved MoviePass. I mean, for some people who just didn't have the opportunity to go to the movies very often because it was so expensive, for that short period of time, it seemed to really open up that opportunity for people to just go see pretty much whatever they wanted. Right. I mean, you were able to see all kinds of good stuff. I mean, you couldn't necessarily go see like the IMAX stuff, but if you had an IMAX theater in your area, you just go buy a regular ticket and then go to the IMAX, So, but it's going to be interesting. I was really sad to see MoviePass go, because I just thought that it was a wonderful service when it was available. And, they were charging, when they started charging people $10, I was like, I don't know how this is going to work out. But I was like, if they bumped it up to 20, 25, I think it could have lasted. I would have paid that, because I was paying $20 a month for the AMC A-list, and that was only to be able to go to one movie chain, where MoviePass, you can basically go anywhere.
Right on. Unlimited movies. I mean, it just, the business model just could not last. I just didn't see $10 a month for an unlimited amount of movies. I'm like,
yeah, okay. Yeah. But hold on, Rick. Hold on.
What a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside. Okay.
Eman, thank you so much for the super chat, my brother. I do appreciate it, man. I do appreciate it. I'm so sorry I missed your live this past Friday. I will make it up to you. But everybody, remember to like this video and support these brothers, man. Thank you so much. Y'all go subscribe to his channel. It's the link in the description box and in the pinned comments. This dude right here, he does everything, movie reviews, all that good stuff. Real cool. And so again, Eman, thank you so much for the super chat. We got another one. Good.
What a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside.
Thank you so much, Prince Podcast, for the $5 super chat. MoviePass was started by a black man. I hope they show that. I did not know that.
Maybe those are the two brothers that were on that photo.
Maybe
I did not know that either.
I didn't and I didn't even, I'm tripping something about. I didn't even know who they were. Let me go ahead and here they go. Yeah, you're right. That is them, Stacy Spikes and Hammett Watts. His name is Stacy. I didn't put that together because I just assumed that was a woman.
Oh, man.
I'm tripping. Yeah, they are the ones that started it, because they're, oh Lord, this story is hitting me that much harder now. Hell no. Are you serious? I got that. Oh man.
Now you're really feeling it.
MoviePass, thank you, Prince. You done saved the podcast. You done saved the live. Yeah, giving it new life. Oh, what's up? What's up, One Journey? Because that's more painful, man, because I got another quote, man. that I'm gonna get to, and it pains me. Oh, this is horrible. This is horrible. This is horrible. But first of all, I'm really interested in seeing this, especially for one of the reasons that you said, One Take Big Dog. I can't believe my dumb ass said, I don't know who these gentlemen are. I feel stupid. Oh, and anyway, it's all good. But one of the reasons why One Take is, well, especially what you said, because it's going to be a lot of mud slinging, a lot of dirt thrown. It's a lot of shady stuff. You know what I'm saying? I just want to know what happened, because this is fresh. They just filed bankruptcy a year ago in January 2020. And another reason I want to see that is because of this movie right here, The Founder, with Michael Keaton. I don't know if y'all saw this movie, but it's kind of in the same vein of this, kind of just showing the origins, the rise and the fall, or the startup of this of the company. You know, and it's just really unfortunate. And featuring the exclusive firsthand accounts from the MoviePass founders who watched the company they built destroyed by Wall Street greed, along with company insiders and industry experts. The project will provide an inside look at how players in the investor class can rig the game to ensure their payday, regardless of the corners they leave behind. It will also include the perspective of ambitious young employees and passionate MoviePass users who helped fuel a movie-going revolution that was cut short, producers said. So, man, this is
that's not good. Man,
bro, I look at it completely different now with it being two brothers, because they also said there's only one way to tell this unabridged story of MoviePass properly, and that's through the eyes of Stacy and Hammett. And those are these two gentlemen right here that I was tripping on. That's Stacy and Hammett. I was thinking that they was like it was a misphoto, like they were supposed to be trying to show Mark Wahlberg, but anyway. Stacy and Hammett, the innovators who conceived it, said unrealistic partner and President Archie Gibbs. They built it from nothing and then were told their services were no longer needed. Wow, man, that's white supremacy at its full works right there. We can't look, terrible, man. I don't want to hear no crap. Pull yourself up by the bootstraps. You know, they took it over and let it crash and burn.
Gutted it.
Yeah, that's horrible, man. So hopefully Mark Wahlberg, Marky Mark can come through.
But you know what they did do?
What's that?
They changed the way people go to the movies forever, I think. Because after MoviePass, all of the major theater companies all started their sort of similar type thing. They all now have a subscription-based plan instead of having to go and pay for each individual movie. If you want to subscribe, you can. Because AMC has it, Cinemark has it, Regal has it. So they changed the landscape of movie going moving forward.
I got you. And I never did get MoviePass. Just for the way I went to the movies, it couldn't benefit me, but I thought it was dope. But I always said to myself, I don't know, like you were saying, One Take, I don't understand how this is sustainable. You know, with it being so cheap and unlimited movies, but I'm looking forward to this, man. And I had no idea. Yeah. I had no idea it was coming out. So again, Larry, I appreciate you, my brother, for sharing this information.
Yeah, man.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and move on to topic number 3. G.I. Joe. Yes. We are getting a TV series. And guess who it's going to be focused on? I'm not going to stunt like I'm just a diehard character, like I love this character, but I don't have nothing wrong with it. That's Lady J. And I like this type of stuff: action, martial arts, guns, explosions. I'm here for it. But I got the article right here from Deadline. G.I. Joe live action TV series centered on Lady J in the works at Amazon from Eric Olson, Paramount TV Studios, E1, and Skydance TV. And that's Adrienne Palicki. She was, the Lady J in G.I. Joe Retaliation that came out in 2013. It says, Deadline exclusive, Lady J, the undercover operative in Hasbro's G.I. Joe universe, is getting the small screen treatment. Deadline understands that a live-action TV series about the character who was portrayed by Adrienne Palicki in the 2013 feature film G.I. Joe Retaliation is in the works at Amazon. Eric Olson, the showrunner and executive producer of the upcoming second season of Amazon's legendary produced Carnival Row, will create and showrun the series and will executive produce alongside Lorenzo Di Bonaventura. This guy did a lot of the Transformers movies with Michael Bay and some other stuff with Hasbro. It comes from Paramount Television Studios, E1 and Skydance Television. Yeah, I'm here for this. Larry, how do you feel about this? I'm coming to you first. Are you into G.I. Joe at all? Do you care about this TV series? What you think, sir? What you think?
Yeah, man, I used to like G.I. Joe when I was a kid. You know, had the G.I. Joe with the kung fu grip.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, for real.
you know, so yeah, it's gonna be fun. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. It's not like you. It's not. I mean, like you, I'm not like super over the top and just digging in deep. And you know, one thing that was interesting when I read this article, it seems like everybody now wants to have a universe, as they were referring to this as the G.I. Joe universe. I was like, everybody now thinks they should have a universe, and
right.
I mean, maybe it's fun to explore these other characters. Maybe some characters are worth exploring. Maybe they're not. I mean, this is another one that has a lot of comic book history. And so they have stories they can run with if they wanted to expand on individual characters. But not everybody should have a universe.
Well, I'm cool with the universe because like I was just showing y'all right here, the series will be a standalone story centered around Jay, which will also be connect to the larger G.I. Joe universe. Because also in this universe, we're getting the G.I. Joe Snake Eyes origin story. And I mean, come on now, a ninja. Man, hold up. Are you actually serious? I mean, goddamn, that's like I don't want to be an Avenger. I want to be this guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody messing with you. You come in, you run up. You're not gonna do that. You're gonna run away.
You know
what I'm saying? I mean, it don't get no more badass than that right there. So if we're getting a solo movie with that, because I'm not gonna lie. When I went to go see the G.I. Joe movie, when did the first one come out? 2008, the rebooted one, 2008, I think, or 2009. I enjoyed it the first time. And I remember I took my homeboy. I kind of begged him to come on, man, it's going to be good. It's going to be karate. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have Marlon Wayans. You know what I'm saying, bro? He was like, all right, B, all right. And so I'm in there like, having a good time. And he chilling. And I remember when we got back to the apartment, he was looking at me like, man, B, I just really don't understand why you like that movie so much. I'm like, what? So when I went, he was for real. He was frustrated. And when I went back, I'm like, yeah, that wasn't the best thing. And then, they had them super suits, the G.I. Joe super suits. I wish I had the pictures. But then the sequel that came out in 2013 with The Rock, that was horrible. I wasn't feeling that at all. But anyway, OneTakeBigDog, what you think about all this, man? How you feeling about this G.I. Joe Lady J series, man? What you think?
First of all, you shouldn't have never let that man take your joy away, B. You should have held on to it.
Already.
But man, I wasn't really into G.I. Joe. But the only thing I'll say that do gets me excited is that it's coming from Amazon, because I really like Amazon shows, and I think they only had like maybe 1 or 2 movies that I really didn't rock with. But as far as like their series, they knock them out the park. Now, I also did see that Carnival Row. It was kind of like it was all right, but then you team with somebody who was teamed with Michael Bay, so I'm hoping we get like the action and explosions.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it leans towards like a more rated R type feel. Because I don't feel like we ever got to like see that aspect of like G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
But not overly excited, but I think it's something I'm definitely gonna check out when it arrives.
Already. I feel
you. You know what I want? You know what I want to happen?
What's that?
I want Disney to buy the G.I. Joe property so we can see a Hydra versus Cobra movie.
Oh,
that would be nice. that would be nice.
That was good.
Yeah,
that was really good.
Yeah. I like that. I like that. Good job, sir. Good job. And I want to shout out to all 99 of you watching right now, or 101. Thank you so much. If everybody can just hit the thumbs up button, I would really appreciate it. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up button. Thank you so much.
In case you didn't get it, hit the thumbs up.
Yes, in case you did not get it. But what do y'all think about Debicki here? Y'all cool with her, man? Y'all have y'all paid attention to her filmography at all? because they liked her enough to bring her back. You know, she got 45 credits.
I didn't know they were bringing her back.
Yeah. It's supposed to be a reboot, but they recasting her. You know what I'm saying? Because she was where is it at? 2013. Yeah, G.I. Joe Retaliation. You know what I'm saying? So
they're bringing her back as Jay.
I believe so. That's what the well, maybe they're not. Maybe they're not. Maybe that's just a picture there because it doesn't.
I thought they were just using that picture.
Yeah, you're probably right. They're probably not bringing her back. So let me.
Yeah,
you're probably right.
Because that was almost 10 years ago.
Yeah, you know. So I think I'm incorrect there. So let me backpedal real quick. But anyway, I'm still here for this. I'm excited. Well, yeah. I mean, I can't imagine it being worse than the past two films. You know what I'm saying? It can only be better. And just real quick, as far as this, the Rise of Cobra didn't do well at the box at Rotten Tomatoes. The critics didn't like it, nor the audience. And as far as money is concerned, that didn't do too high.
Money a little bit.
No, it did not. It lost money, sir. 175 times 3, the rule of 3. That's why they needed to, like so. This is the budget.
They didn't make what they wanted. They made a little bit.
They lost. Like you got to remember, 30% of this goes to the theater/theater owners, like on average. And then
90,000.
Yeah. So that's
not a million. Not a million. I'm tripping.
Yeah, I know what you meant. And then you have to subtract the production budget. And then you have to subtract the marketing, which they rarely report. And so, the marketing budget, it can be low, it can be high, it can be more. So it didn't do well as far as the first film, critically, audience-wise, or financially. The second film did even worse. This movie was bad. It was. I remember. And then, but the interesting thing is, it made money though, because the budget was cheaper. Because one I know me and Eman was talking about it. You have to make 2.5 to 3 times this for the studios to feel like they made a respectable profit. So 130 times 3 is 390. They did 375, and so it didn't make a lot of money, but it barely squeaked by. It was nobody liked the film.
Enough to keep the lights on.
Yeah, there you go. That's a perfect way to put it, my brother. That's a perfect way to put it. But we got that coming. I know all three of us were not excited for it, but we're here for it, and we open to see, what they're going to be doing. But let me go ahead and move. Go ahead.
I think that I know you're saying you're not excited for it, and the movie was bad. I think that we're getting better and better TV products than we used to, and we're going to continue to get better and better TV products. Yeah. And I think that as like Disney's doing right now, where they're moving their feature film properties over onto TV and then putting them back on the big screen so that you end up with the same characters and the same writers. I think part of that has been where we were seeing for a long time, you had a lot of people that were traditionally, feature film directors and writers saying they wanted to actually write for TV because there were more places for them to put edgier stuff and more adult stuff. And on top of that, some of them were just saying, I like actually being home. They were like, when I do TV, I can be home all year round. Whereas if I do a movie, I have to go off to Canada or Atlanta or whatever other country or someplace for 3 months at a time and be away from their families. And they're saying that, TV gives them an opportunity to be, sort of just like have like a day job. And so it's interesting how all this is playing out, because I think if you're looking at like the G.I. Joe universe, however it is, if you have the same writers that plan on the same writers and producers and directors and actors and everybody that are going to do the TV show that are then going to go do the movies, I think we're just going to have higher quality products all around. And I think we're going to just see more and more of that.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Me too, man. Good point. But that's just more on topic. Let's go ahead and move on to topic number 4. And I'm actually excited about this. When I heard about it initially, I was like, too many streaming services. But Paramount Plus is trying to compete, man. They doing some big things, man. They had some big announcements. They just had one of the Investor Day meetings like Disney Plus had in Q4 last year in 2020. But that brings us to topic number 4 with the launch of Paramount Plus that is going to be taking place next month in March. I mean, we also got Mission Impossible 7. I mean, I got 3 articles in one right here, but I got the report right here from Deadline. Again, Deadline be coming up with all the stuff. Paramount Plus programming, the TV shows and films that were streamed on Viacom CBS. I like the logo. Viacom CBS spent the afternoon unveiling details about Paramount Plus, its rebranded streamer that will launch March 4th. And now here is a roundup of the television series and the feature films that will be available on the service. And I got that right here. Paramount Plus will feature a content catalog of more than 30,000 episodes, 2,500 movie titles, and 1,000 plus live sporting events and news coverage. More than 50 news stories across multiple genres will bow during the next 2 years on the streamer, which promises 7,000 episodes of kids content, 5,000 of reality, and 6,000 of comedy. I'm sorry, I forgot who I went to first last time. But OneTakeBigDog. How do you feel about this, man? Are you excited for Paramount Plus? You think you're gonna get a subscription? You're gonna subscribe? What you think?
Man, they killing me right now, man. They killing me with all these streaming services. Man, come on now. I understand what they're trying to do. It's just they killing me, and they think they slick too. They're gonna say 7,000 episodes. That could be one show that has 500 episodes. I need to know how many series you're gonna actually have on there, not just how many episodes you're gonna have on content. So I know me, I might end up breaking down and getting this if I'm not able to go to the theater. I don't feel comfortable going to the theater just so I can see the films they're gonna have go to there. But man, they killing me. Like it's getting at this point. I know maybe we'll talk about it later, but like it's always to a point we're gonna have to like. I think Larry always talk about it, like getting you a certain cable service or a provider that like has bundles with all of these different streaming platforms, because I can't just nickel and dime and everywhere. It adds up.
I feel you, man. I like what they're doing right here. I like the marketing. I'm just saying, it's simple, it's plain. It's just like Disney Plus. Because Disney Plus, they got their thing with all their people. They got CBS, Nick, Comedy Central, MTV, BET, Smithsonian. You know what I'm saying? Like that's smart to me. If you go on to read, we'll get to it. But before I come to you, Larry, I mean, you was talking about pricing. Paramount Plus pricing and tiers. I can't even highlight. Y'all see what I'm trying to do. Paramount Plus pricing and tiers reveal what's in the $5 and $10 monthly plans. And if you go in and read that, it's just like one of them gonna have ass, one of them not. But you got like look at it. You got Criminal Minds, Flashdance, Halo. I'm really looking forward to that. I mean, if the Italian Job. I mean, if you just scroll, they got some nice titles. But Larry, let me come to you, man. How you feeling about this so far? This Paramount Plus launch, and what they're talking about so far.
Yeah, man, I'm cool with it. I'm happy to see it come. I think eventually, though, I don't know how it's gonna pan out, but eventually there's gonna have to be some sort of bundling going with these various services, or there's gonna be some consolidation in the market, because you can't have everybody with their own streaming service and expect that people are going to spend, $10 a month, $15 a month, $12 a month, $6, $8. It gets to be too much. So there's going to have to be some bundling, but I'm glad to see the Smithsonian Channel up there since I used to work for them. But, nice. I like it. I like the fact that like when they talked about in here that they're cutting their theatrical window to like 45 days, which is like half the time normally. But, I guess because after what Warner Brothers did, the article, they were saying that the theaters are like happy. They're doing the happy dance. Like, oh, we're getting 45 days, instead of just them coming out and just saying, nah, we're bypassing you altogether. Be mad at us.
Right on. And I'm going to get to that in a second. But let me ask you this. Both of y'all was talking about prices and bundling. For cable, or for not cable, but for content collectively for the month, how much are you willing to pay per month for like all of your streaming? $20, 50, 100? Let me know. I'm just curious.
I mean, here's the thing.
You think $50 is good? You think that's cool for everything? $50
for everything?
Yeah, everything.
No, what's everything?
Well, hold on. So Disney Plus bundled with Hulu and ESPN first. That's $12.99 a month, right? Okay, Netflix.
I think they raised the price. I think it's $14.99 now.
Okay. Yeah, it is going up.
Okay, let's just say 15. Plus Netflix is top tier. Was that 17 a month?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're at $32 a month. Plus this
HBO Max.
HBO Max, that's another 15, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's 47. Plus this right here, let's say $5. No, let's say $6.
I'm an anime watcher too, so I got my Funimation, which I don't even know how much it is. It just come out. Might be like $7, $8 a month.
Okay. Let's not forget about
the $120 a year for Amazon Prime.
So that's was that $12?
About $10 a month.
Yeah, 10. I said 12, $10. Okay, that's not bad to me.
Are we going to Apple TV?
How much is Apple TV?
What, was it $5.99?
$5.99.
$5.99. Okay. And then
do you want Peacock?
Peacock ain't really exciting me. How much is Peacock? How much is Peacock?
I think what are they? They have two different tiers. I think they have one that's like $4.99 and one that's like $7.99 or something like that. I don't know.
We're gonna do $8, and then you said Funimation was it another $8?
Yeah, another $8.
Okay, that's $85 right there. Could you swing that one take, or I mean, what you want to, Larry? What you want to? I'm just curious, because it does add up. And then y'all brought up points in the past. About it may as well be more smart, better to get a cable package. You know what I'm saying? If I want everything, but I know I'm not gonna get all that. I know me personally, I'm not gonna get Peacock. I'm not gonna get Apple TV, and I'm not gonna get Funimation. I ain't hating on the anime people, but I'm gonna be at that $53, $60 a month range. But I mean, what y'all think?
Let me ask you, how much do you pay for your cable? How much do you pay for your internet right now?
I think it's $70. I think it's 70 something, maybe 80.
So let's say you take $80 plus your 50, so you're at 130 right now. You might as well get a cable package.
I ain't mad at you, man. You're probably right.
I mean, really, that's where we're looking at, because once you start looking at paying, I mean, that's what I came to when I looked at cutting the cord. I was like, by the time I end up paying for an internet package that's fast enough that I can stream in 4K, and then I pay for the other services out there that I want, I'm back up to a cable package. So I might as well just keep my cable. And and then you get it a little bit less money because it's bundled. You get some of the premium channels. Like, I don't pay for HBO Max because I have HBO on my cable package. I don't pay for Showtime. That comes included with I have that in my cable package. My currently right now with Paramount, that's included in my cable package. So I mean, I pay for Amazon Prime because I use it for shipping. So the video side is just sort of a bonus for me. Netflix I pay for because my wife would never let me get rid of it even if I wanted to.
All right, okay. Well, let me move on to the second part of this right here, and this is from Deadline again. With ambitious Paramount plot. Jeez Louise. With ambitious Paramount Plus launch, Viacom CBS targets 65 million to 75 million streaming subs by 2024. I just off top, I think that's very possible. Viacom CBS forecast streaming subscribers will go to 65. I just read that part. The company will ramp up its investment in pure streaming content to $5 billion in 2024 from $1 billion last year, and that could accelerate if its services exceed subscriber growth. Target says CFO Naveen Chopra towards the close and all hands on deck presentation. That's part of the total company content spend which was about $15 billion last year. He declined to break streaming, but said the mix will evolve. And so, Larry, what do you think about this? This right here. Well, let me read this real quick. The goal is for Viacom CBS to grow total streaming revenue to north of $7 billion by the end of 2024 through a combination of advertising and subscription revenue that will come as Pluto. And this is Pluto right here. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard of this, but that's Pluto. Hits an anticipated 100 to 120 million global monthly active users that year, up from 43 million in 2020. Larry, how you feeling about this, man? You think they can hit 65 to 75 million subs by 2024? What you think?
Yeah, that doesn't seem unreasonable. Yeah. But my biggest concern is, are they gonna spend enough? I mean, when they showed they're talking about spending $5 billion by 2024, and then they showed a comparison that already Netflix is spending $19 billion. I mean, that is a huge gap between those two as far as how much content Netflix is paying to either create or to acquire. And I mean, I know they're not trying to compete directly with Netflix right now because Netflix is the top dog, you know. And
let me read that real quick. It's an ambitious target above the stated budget of other new streaming services like Warner Media's HBO Max and NBC Universal's Peacock, though well below the shock and awe $19 billion of Netflix that they spend. What you're speaking of. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just I think they're just they might have to spend more money. They might just have to spend more money, or maybe somehow acquire some really great properties that bring people into the service.
Now, wasn't Netflix spending too much though? Because they've been in debt, billions of dollars, since the duration of the launch, since the inception. They I think this past year they still lost money, but it wasn't in the billions. It was like 153 million. And I mean, I don't know. I don't run a billion dollar conglomerate, but I don't know. I'm kind of thinking that they need to spend less, but that's just me.
I think Netflix is in their last. I think Netflix is probably in their last year of losing money. I would not be surprised to see Netflix, make a serious profit this next year. And then once they do, their stock price is going to go through the roof because, I mean, it's already expensive. As soon as they start turning a serious profit, it's going to go ham after that. But I'll tell you one thing that I think Netflix will probably do, and I haven't heard any talk about it, but it's just something I think they're eventually going to have to do, is offer a live TV package. And right now they're charging people like $17.99 a month or something for like their 4K streaming service. I think if they added on a basic live TV package and charge people, say like $50 a month or $40 a month, something like that, I think they would do some serious damage to the whole TV scope or the whole TV scape overall, because a lot of people who are getting like Google TV or Sling or whatever other streaming service for live TV they have, and then they go out and get all these different movie packages. If someone says, hey, $40 a month, you get Netflix and you get your live TV, there's going to be a lot of people saying, I don't need anything else. All I need is Netflix.
Right on. Now, of course, one take, I'm about to come to you. But one of the things that fascinated me about this whole deal, because there's a lot of articles that covers this, is it's also rebranding from CBS All Access to Paramount Plus. I just think that's, I mean, it may be simple, but just good marketing, because I don't know, this CBS All Access, it just didn't do anything for me, but Paramount Plus just sounds better, It does. I mean, it's just like Disney Plus, and they're winning right now. This also goes to say that a Wall Street analyst, Pepper Chopper, and CEO Bob Bakish, with questions about Paramount Plus pricing, growth, and strategy. And at the end of the day, the duo highlighted a few key talking points. The decision to bundle Paramount Plus with Showtime, which I think is pretty dope, is in international markets, but keep them separate in the U.S. was very deliberate. At the moment, we like to split play. In the U.S., it will allow us to generate a large overall revenue and maintain real positioning power against the competitive landscape, Beckett said. Showtime will soon be an edgier fare like Yellow Jackets. which he called classic Showtime, edgier, riskier, a little more visually jarring, aka less market. Halo, on the other hand, heads to Paramount Plus. OneTakeBigDog, man, how are you? Excuse me, how are you receiving all this, man? You think they can hit the budget? Are you liking Paramount Plus with Showtime, the rebranding, the whole thing? What you think?
Yeah, I definitely think the 65, 75 million subscribers by 2024, that's a definite possibility. And the rebranding is definitely better because CBS All Access does not get me excited, but Paramount Plus, it just really gets me to think about all the movies and stuff. But I think y'all touched on it a little bit. One of the biggest things you're going to have to do, because even me talking movies with you guys every week, I didn't really know too much about this. So I'm trying to see how has that marketing been, how they push this in front of other people, and what is going to be the hook that gets people to say, okay, I can go spend this for this, right? For what's going to be that original content that gets new subscribers in, because that's what I'm waiting on. Like, a lot of the movies and stuff are good, but I've seen them on other streaming services before. What is going to be their statement series or film that's going to get me to pay for Paramount Plus?
Oh my goodness, that's just a
nice
perfect
segue.
It's like he knew what we was going to talk about, Well, to answer your question, sir, what is going to be that original content? It looks like Mission Impossible 7 and A Quiet Place 2 to debut on Paramount Plus 45 days after theater. Another thing that Larry was talking about earlier. Yes, this is another thing that's getting me excited about Paramount Plus. This is coming from Variety right here. Another reputable source. Mission Impossible 7, A Quiet Place 2, and more upcoming Paramount pictures will be available to view at home sooner than expected. Those films will debut exclusively in theaters as planned. However, the studio has nearly shortened the amount of time they will play on the big screen. After 45 days, new Paramount theatrical films will land on the budding streaming service Paramount Plus. Currently, Mission Impossible 7 is scheduled to release in theaters on November 19th. That's later this year. And finally, hopefully it works out, A Quiet Place 2 is set for September 17th. So there you go right there, One Take. We were supposed to get A Quiet Place 2 last March, right? Man, was it at the end of 2019? No, it wasn't at the end of 2019.
No, it was last March.
A year ago. And then it got pushed to the fall last year, but now it looks like we're going to be getting it on September 17th. So One Take, I hopefully I answered your question, man. How you feeling about this, man? Does the Mission Impossible 7 and the Quiet Place 2 get you more excited for Paramount Plus?
Mission Impossible, not so much. I enjoy the films. I enjoy the films, but A Quiet Place 2 is definitely the one that gets me.
Yeah.
I think this is a genius strategy. I think it's probably better. It's like, hey, we're gonna give it this a little window, but then we're gonna drop it on our streaming service, which we got people. And if you do more like this, then it can work. Then you can bring people in, and you have people. Hey, I'm not going to the theaters. I just don't feel comfortable there. You just wait a month and a half. Bam, it's right there on your streaming service. You can watch it in your home.
A month and a half. Larry, what you got, man? What you think?
Yeah, man. I'm thinking like they were talking about in that section of the article about 45 days and 30-day windows, and I'm thinking for a lot of people they're going to be like, I'll wait. Especially if people aren't back at work. Like one of the reasons why I think a lot of people want to see movies right away is because they go into work, they go to school, and they want to talk about it with their friends and their coworkers. They don't want to be the one caught out and getting spoilers.
That is true.
If you're working from home and you're not dealing with people every day like that, a lot of people are like, I'll wait the 45 days. I'll wait a month.
Also, a lot of people not going to the theater, so you're not gonna really have anybody to talk about it with anyway. So they wait. Yeah. They waiting on it just like you.
Right. Yeah. On.
So
I agree.
But I think it's important what they're doing here as far as bringing some of these tentpole movies to streaming, sooner than later. And I think, to your earlier point, Brandon, about them rebranding from CBS All Access to Paramount, I think one of the things that is sort of like a mental hurdle for people is CBS and even like NBC. These are things that people think of as free over-the-air TV services, and trying to get people to pay for something that is traditionally free is not easy to do. So just simply rebranding, like people didn't want to pay for CBS All Access. People were like, "Why I got to pay for CBS All Access? It's free."
Exactly, bro. I'm like, why?
Pay for it.
I didn't see any value in it at all.
Time shift. All you were doing was paying the time shift because it was the same content that's free. You just get to watch it on demand. So and it's the same thing with the Peacock, except they just rebranded it. Instead of calling it NBC, they call it the Peacock Network. Same thing with now they're just moving CBS All Access into Paramount. And when people think of Paramount, they think of premium. They think of movies. They think of something you've always had to pay for. And so it's a little bit easier of a mental hurdle to jump over when you think of, I had to pay for Paramount anyways. It's a movie thing. So just go ahead and pay for it.
Yeah.
No.
I agree, man. Because I just was like, I'm not paying for this. This is stupid. Why would I do it? But yeah, that goes on to say prior to the pandemic, it was 90 days. But now it's 45, and they had to try to stay afloat. They said to stay afloat in the last 12 months, Paramount sold numerous titles such as The Trial of Chicago 7. They sold that to Netflix. Coming to America. That's being sold to Amazon for like $200 million. And then Without Remorse to Netflix and Amazon Prime Video. Yet the studio has always planned to keep its biggest properties, Mission Impossible and Top Gun, included exclusively in theaters. And so again, Warner Brothers, Warner Media, they've announced their slate. This is going to be the Paramount 2021 domestic theatrical slate. Top Gun in July, Quiet Place 2 September, Mission Impossible 7 in November. But
you
Snake
see what
Eyes
they
as
did
well.
there with Mission Impossible. They said it just so that 45 days is coming right around Christmas time.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So I'm excited. I'm excited for this, guys. I hope it works out for Paramount. I think I'm gonna subscribe. But y'all know what gets me more excited about Paramount Plus?
What's that?
Marvel movies, Marvel content, Disney Plus, guys. And that brings us to topic.
Have you heard anything about Loki's new joint?
I think, yeah, man. I think it was some news dropped recently, but about it. But that brings us to topic number 5, baby. Yes, the Loki series. Look like we got a new date, y'all. It's hitting Disney Plus earlier than I thought, and I got the report right here from Variety. Loki gets June premiere date at Disney Plus. Hell yeah. Loki, the next Marvel Studios project for Disney Plus, will premiere June 11th on the streamer. Additionally, I don't really care about all these other titles right here, but I will go ahead and say, following WandaVision and The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki will be the latest MCU project to shift from the big screen to small. It follows the titular god of mischief, played by Tom Hiddleston, as he steps out of his brother's shadow and takes place after the events of Avengers Endgame. The show comes from head writer Michael Waldron and director Kate Herron, and also stars Owen Wilson, Gugu Mbatha-Raw, Sophia Di Martino, Wunmi Mosuka, and Richard E. Grant. And I didn't even know Wunmi, that was in Lovecraft Country, was in this until I read this. But I'm super excited. Larry, I'm coming to you. We got WandaVision right now. They're knocking that out of the park. Are you excited about this Loki series hitting Disney Plus on June 11th?
I am, man. I feel like the way they're doing this, we're not going to have any really long gaps. It's like we're going to get WandaVision, and then we're going to go to Falcon and Winter Soldier, and when that's done, we're going to go straight into Loki. It's just like, man, I don't know what they have planned after that, but I'm just hoping that they have some straight fire for the summertime. So,
Me too.
It's yeah, man. I mean, I'm looking at Disney Plus like I'm not just gonna say it. I'm using somebody else's login, so I'm not having to come out of pocket for it right now. But if I did, I would have to be like,
I'm season. Go ahead.
I said, I was just to say, if I had to come out of pocket for this, I would be like, Disney, I'm paying because I want to watch these series, but you need to give me more. Because the only time I jump into the Disney app is to watch, like right now, all I jump in is to watch WandaVision right now. And, you know, I've gone back and I've been watching the Marvel Universe movies in the timeline order, but that's just sort of because, you know, I've seen all of them already. So, I mean, it's sort of right now there's like, besides the series that they have like WandaVision and The Mandalorian, there's not a whole lot on there that I haven't already seen that is making me want to go open that app up on a regular basis. Not like Netflix. Netflix, I can go into Netflix and I have a watch list on Netflix that I'll probably never get through because there's so much stuff.
Already. One sec, what you got, man?
Loki is the Disney Plus series I think I was most excited for. I saw the trailer and I thought the trailer was just blew me away. I was like, Tom Hiddleston in the role is perfect. He's one of the my favorite of the Marvel villains, even though he kind of going to be kind of like a anti-hero towards the end, towards Endgame and everything. But it looked fun.
You think it'll be funny?
Gonna bring that. I do think it's gonna be fun. Of course, he got a certain charisma to him that in that role where he's electric when he's on screen. So I'm excited to see that one more than any of the not any of the other ones per se, but like probably the most. And I think they're gonna. I know Larry said he gonna be looking forward to what they have after that. I think that's where we're gonna get Hawkeye. I don't know how everybody's gonna feel about that. I'm probably gonna have a different take on it when we actually see a trailer for it.
Me, that last point you said about Hawkeye, like, I mean, I want to see it. I like the character, but I wasn't excited about it. But I'm just more excited about everything because, like I said, I've said before, like Miss Marvel and WandaVision was my most least anticipated. I thought it was gonna be decent, but I wasn't looking forward to it. So with how good WandaVision is now, I'm just like, man, I think Hawkeye gonna be off the chain. You know what I'm saying? And then especially Loki. So I'm really thrilled about all of this. I did not.
Are we gonna get? You think we'll get Black Widow with the Hawkeye series?
No, I was gonna get to that. I'm excited that we're getting this in June. Like you were saying earlier, Larry, it seems like we're getting stuff back to back because we got one more episode of WandaVision that's going to be dropping on what's the date? March the 5th. March 12th, they're going to be releasing another episode of WandaVision, but it's going to be like behind the scenes, in the making of. And then the week after that is when we get Falcon and the Winter Soldier for 6 weeks. And so we're not going to get another Disney Plus show, but like a couple of weeks after that, that's when we're supposed to get Black Widow, like you were saying, in March. And then they're gonna let that drop for about a month in theaters or whatever, and then we get the Loki series in mid-June. So I like this back-to-back that we're getting so far. To answer your question about a Black Widow Hawkeye series, I think we might. If Black Widow is successful, if it makes the numbers that they want being released this year, if the Hawkeye series is successful as well, why would they not give us a series? You know what I'm saying? Because we all know, spoilers, Black Widow's dead right now, so we can't have her in the future. But we are everybody been talking about, hey, when we're gonna get a Budapest series, when we're gonna get one. I mean, if people showing up with the money, why not? So I definitely, I mean, if both shows are successful, I definitely think that we're gonna get it.
I actually think talking about the Black Widow series, I think Florence Pugh's character, I don't necessarily know her name. I think she's Black Widow's sister. She's a sister. I'm a big fan of hers. I'm excited to see what they do with her in that film because I think she's also going to be involved in the Hawkeye series. And if that character gains some popularity, I think that's the direction they're going to go with instead of bringing Scarlett Johansson back from the dead or doing something with that.
Yeah.
I want to know when we're going to get a Wakanda series, since I know that's supposed to come. I want to know when we're going to get a Doctor Strange series, and I want to know when Kevin Feige is going to bring the Defenders back.
I think all that's coming in the years. I mean, we got this stuff that was released the Disney Investor Day. I think the next things that we're gonna get, and this will be after Blade and Fantastic Four, is I think we're gonna get an Inhumans announcement.
Oh God! Did any of you see the Inhumans the first show that they had?
I barely made it through the first episode, bro.
Man, that was the worst show I ever.
Horrible.
Man, the worst show I ever seen in my life.
Wow, it was garbage, bro. Bro, they actually brought out clippers that you can get from Sally's and cut off old girl's head. Her hair is stronger than steel, but they cut it off with some Walmart clippers, bro. I was like, God, really?
Man, because I think wasn't it originally supposed to be a film?
Yeah, it was. It was.
Yeah, they blew it.
They blew it. But I think we're gonna get an Inhumans, and also like the Eternals, which we're gonna talk about next. That introduces the Inhumans and mutants, and they already announced Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four are the people that discover the Inhumans, so I think we're gonna get that. But after that, I think that's when we're gonna get to your Defenders, like your Luke Cage, your Jessica Jones, your the Daredevils. Because they couldn't do it for a while because they had to wait like 2 or 3 years after it debuted with Netflix, for license and stuff. But they got all those characters back, so I think we're going to get that. And you said the Defenders, and who else?
Doctor Strange.
Oh yeah, I would. Yeah, I mean, I know we're getting the Multiverse of Madness, but I wouldn't be opposed to a series. But hold on, man, ain't in the comics. They call those street level heroes Defenders in Netflix, but in the comics, didn't they have a different name? Like the Defenders in the comics was a different name. I think the Defenders was like Doctor Strange, Silver Surfer, the Hulk.
They were like neighborhood heroes or something.
I could be wrong. I can't remember, but I'm excited for it. But
before you move on, BA, while we talk about the Defenders. Now I remember you said something about Disney Plus gonna have I think it's called Star for the R-rated content.
Yes,
that's what you can do with the Defenders and Jessica Jones. You can put them on there. Now if you did that and give us that same type of gritty content, R-rated stuff with those characters on Star, that's something that I can really get down with.
Yeah, I like that because Jessica Jones is all sexualized, and you need to ramp up the violence with like Luke Cage, the Punisher, recast Iron Fist.
Yeah, definitely.
that was horrible. But yeah, we're gonna definitely talk about that. But let me move on to what you're talking about specifically in the Blade topic. But let me move on to topic number. What topic number is this? Number 6. Because I don't want to keep you kids here too late. It also has to do with Marvel, and that is the Eternals movie. And a lot of people are thinking, like, is this the best Marvel movie that they produced? I mean, what's going on? Like, Marvel is apparently shocked. And I got one of the reports right here from thedirect.com. It says Marvel Studios reportedly near disbelief over MCU Eternals movie's high quality, and this makes me very, very happy. It just goes on to say Marvel Studios has plenty of material lined up to keep fans entertained for a near future in the form of Disney Plus projects, but there's a growing itch from the fan base to get back into the cinemas to see Phase 4 movie slate on the big screen. And I got this right here. It says, oh, that thing is in the way. Hold on. Fans are looking for any news on Eternals they can get right now. Fortunately, a tweet from Award Ace editor-chief Eric Weber, known as a reputable source in the film community, has shared a tidbit he recently heard about the movie. Weber stated that a high-level source of his told him that Chloe Zhao is the director of Eternals, crushed her work on the Eternals. Not only that, but Marvel Studios is said to be almost in disbelief about just how well Eternals has turned out. Just got a text from a high-level source who tells me Chloe Zhao crushed the Eternals, and Marvel is almost in disbelief about what they have on their hands. Larry, how are you taking this so far? Are you excited about the Eternals, and do you think this could possibly be the best that they've ever done?
Man, that's saying a lot right there, man. That is some serious. Those are serious words right there. I mean, I'm happy to hear it, and I hope it is as great or better than what they're saying. But I almost think like they might need to just like they might need to temper those expectations because you're going to get all the fanboys up there just expecting that they're going to have the second coming or something in the movie theater. So,
yeah.
But I mean, Chick is no joke, behind the camera. I mean, she's up there with that Nomadland this year about to get nominated. I mean, she can direct a movie. So
yeah,
I don't doubt her skills at all.
Right on. One Take, what you got, man?
It's going kind of piggybacking off that. Because I just watched Nomadland like the day before yesterday, and I know that the films are going to be very, very different. I wasn't like huge into that film, so that's my only thing to go off of right now.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to just be like, yeah, oh, you hearing this, and a lot of people. They kind of got to get the hype going because I don't think Eternals is as big as anything else. Granted, Marvel has done things with characters I've known less about. I knew nothing about them, and that's to this day still my favorite Marvel movie. So, and I do love the cast too.
Hold on, what's your favorite? What's your favorite Marvel movie?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay, yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, and this cast is real dope, man. I'm super duper excited about it, especially with Brian Tyree Henry. I'm a big fan of his. He's playing Phaedos, but I do have this right here. Collections are coming in handy now. I can show it off to the world. But this is the Marvel Knights DVD series, Eternals. It's not typical traditional animation. Is kind of like that moving motion comics. It's kind of hard to explain, but this was pretty good. I enjoyed it. If you One Take Big Dog, I think you'll like it. Larry, give it a try. I don't know, but I'm looking forward to this. Also, part of this as well is Eternals is a big risk for Marvel Studios, says director Chloe Zhao. This is from MovieWeb. And Chloe Zhao believes that Marvel took a huge risk with their upcoming sci-fi superhero adventure Eternals. And she quotes this by saying, well, I do think this is so boring, you are going to roll your eyes, but I think this film is I think they took a big risk with this one. I think they're going to surprise you. I hope so. I think this is where Marvel really took the risk, and we knew we wanted to shoot on location, because by shooting wide angle lenses on location, it's going to affect how you do visual effects. It's going to affect how you do the action. There's a lot that I feel I can't read. There's a lot that will feel and look differently. We shot mostly on location, but I love being on the stage, learning about the technology because I grew up with manga. I also imagine I want to be a manga artist. So for me, I always imagine stuff that doesn't exist. And so, that just gives me more excited. She also referenced The Revenant as a film that she was inspired to do the action as well. But, One Take Big Dog, I know you're really into manga and anime. And so I just
that's what kind of just sold it for me. The whole, since you got to talk of manga, I'm kind of changing my tune a little bit now. Okay. I'm getting a little bit more excited.
Yeah.
She got your back, huh?
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah, just like that. So yeah, the king of anime right there. Larry, are you into manga at all, man? Manga at all? Does that
Yeah, I'm not. But that doesn't mean that I'm not expecting, that I can't appreciate it. I just think that one thing I think that's really great about Marvel right now is it seems like they're pulling in directors that wouldn't normally be thought of as like comic book, sort of movie directors. I think they're pulling people, they're just pulling in the best talent and just saying, hey, let's see what you got, and I think we're going to see some really, really great takes on these movies because they're bringing in people with a different perspective. And I mean, it just looking at it, it just looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, man. It just looks like it's going to be a crap ton of fun.
Yeah, it does.
The trailer already.
Yeah. It does look a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it, guys. But we got a lot of Marvel news. We had Loki, we got Eternals, but let's go ahead and move on to topic number 7. Go ahead. What's up?
Oh, did you read that article? It was like linked down below to the one that you sent where they were saying that that Selma Hayek couldn't even read the script until she signed on to the movie.
No,
Like they were like, if you want in, you're in, but you can't read the script until you you sign on.
Yeah. They tied on the spoilers. No, I missed that one, man. But I believe it. You know,
That's
they
a
don't be
big
playing.
leap of faith right there.
Hell yeah. You know, but I mean, the thing about it is, you know, like, you know, if they talking to you about a Marvel movie, you know, you're gonna get worldwide exposure. So that's a kind of a game changer. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, look, I know you can't read the script, but I mean, they have to let her know some stuff, like, you know, like, okay, what is my character going to be doing? Is it going to, I'll do these things and that thing. You know, I think I'm sure they did discuss that, but you know, just the plot details. But moving on to topic number 7, that still has to deal with Marvel. I know, Larry, you're not too excited about this character. You're kind of sick of it, so I'm gonna go to one take first. But when it comes to Spider-Man with Tom Holland, it looks like we got a new title for the 3rd movie, Spider-Man No Way From Home. No Way From Home. We had Spider-Man Homecoming. Then we had Spider-Man Far From Home. Now we have Spider-Man No Way Home. And they made a little announcement on Instagram. Let me go ahead and try to play that real quick for you guys, real quick.
The video was actually dope.
Yeah, I don't think I need a more powerful computer, but here we go. Here we go. Can y'all hear that? Actually, y'all can't hear that, can you?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. No, I don't think the people can. Hold on.
Yeah, I can't hear it.
Let me.
Somebody's saying they can.
Y'all can hear it.
It's muted now.
Can y'all hear that?
That man was so tall.
So there you go. I don't think I shared. You didn't hear that, did you, Larry?
I didn't hear it, but I watched it earlier.
Okay. I forgot to click the audio button when I shared that, so it wasn't that big a deal. But Variety has it right here. Tom Holland reveals a real Spider-Man 3 title after trolling fans. I thought that was kind of funny. They did troll the fans because at first, you know, they was talking about Spider-Man Phone Home. Spider-Man Home / Spider-Man Homewrecker. That just sounds ridiculous. You know,
they went ET on a Spider-Man Phone Home.
That just sounds ridiculous. And they know us fans, or a lot of fans, be just salivating at the mouth.
Just ate it up.
You know, just wanting any type of news. You believed it too?
I think the one I saw was Zendaya's. I think she had home slice.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I didn't even hear our listens until it was the official thing was released. But OneTakeBigDog, man, I know you know real big in the comic book, Spider-Man, Marvel, what all that stuff, man. How you feeling about this so far? What you think?
Look, I came prepared. Got my Spider-Man shirt on today, but
already.
I'm ready for this. Is one of the ones I'm looking forward to seeing the most because I think Spider-Man is my favorite Marvel character. So and the title No Way Home kind of seems like he's going to be
what do you think it means?
Dipping through like the verse, the multiverse. Yeah, so I think it's gonna be pretty nice.
Okay. Larry, does this get you excited at all? Or you still want Miles Morales?
Yeah, I still want Miles Morales, man. I'll tell you, the one thing that we need with Spider-Man is another origin story movie.
You're joking, right?
I just want to see Miles Morales. Man. I want to see a live action Miles Morales, and then I'll be back into the Spider-Verse. You know.
So you know, we may get it. I mean, when it comes out of Spider-Man news that they've been dropping the past few months, I ain't reported on it. I ain't really talked about it. I'm just not thrilled because I just don't ever like what Sony's doing. It always makes me nervous. They're desperate to do the Sinister Six, and you know, it's just like just do what Marvel says. Stop fighting back. You act like they're going to do a bad job. But I had to think about it. I was like, Brandon, you were skeptical about Homecoming, and it was good. It was a good movie. You were skeptical about
making these, don't they? Doesn't Sony have to keep making the Spider-Man movies, otherwise they lose them?
Every 2 years they have to be in production.
Yeah.
And Far From Home was good too. And I was like, okay, but I mean, I really just want to see Spider-Man swinging from buildings in New York in the third one. I mean, that's not too much to ask. That's who the character is, and we really didn't get that in the first film. He was swinging around neighborhoods and drove a car at the end, and you know, in the part Far From Home, he was overseas. But I'm gonna give him faith. The No Way Home does make me nervous. I just rather him see. I'd rather just see the friendly Spider-Man in New York. You know, I don't know. I hope. I really don't. All this multiverse stuff, and then we saw how the last one ended with his identity being revealed to the world. That's enough to take. That's enough right there to carry the film. And you want to be dealing with this stuff right here too.
Hopefully, man, that's what happened. That's what happened at the end of the last movie. I still haven't finished watching it.
Oh yeah,
no, that's a fake photo. But that's just like a speculation photo, like the multiverse. But you know, I'm just saying. I mean, I'm gonna go in it with an open mind and all that. But I'm just indifferent right now. I don't care. You know, I'm not excited, but I'm not just like, you know, F the movie. We're gonna see.
This Spider-Man slander today, I was not prepared for. I'm gonna be honest. I thought we was all on one accord with this Spider-Man news.
Really? I know it ain't no
Spidey suits, man.
Hold on. Slander ain't no. Good point, Larry. I'm gonna come to that. ain't no slander, because like you want to take Big Dog. Spider-Man is my favorite Marvel character. Any Marvel character, Spider-Man is my favorite. And I thought Homecoming and Far From Home were great movies. I really enjoyed them. You know. It was different. I'm just saying this still makes me nervous. I don't want to see this in Spider-Man 3. You know, I'm sure it'll be okay. I just think that's too early. You know, I just think Sony's doing too much. You know what I'm saying?
I kind of feel like they playing with the idea of the multiverse, kind of like kind of reverse of how it went in Into the Spider-Verse. Instead of all the characters come in here. He's going jumping through worlds for whatever reason. And I'm hoping it has to do with like something that's tied to Doctor Strange or WandaVision, because anything other than that, just to my knowledge, wouldn't make sense. So I think it's kind of like a bigger scope thing.
I got you. Well, and Larry, I don't know who's gonna make his suits. Maybe he gonna maybe he should be making them himself. That's good. Yeah, I don't want him, because he was smart in the comics and the cartoon and everything. He made his own stuff in the comics that it gives him. I don't want him to have a pre-Iron Man suit all the time. You know, but that's just me. But guys, we got 2 topics left, and these are 2 of the biggest topics. And this brings us to topic number 8 right here. It has to do with our brother Mahershala Ali and Blade in the MCU. But wait a minute, it won't be rated R? What the hell is going on? Excuse me. I have the report right here from comicbook.com. It says Blade won't be rated R. It's from comicbook.com. If you're holding your breath while waiting to see R-rated Blade featuring the Marvel Cinematic Universe, you might want to take a quick gas before you pass out. According to Kevin Feige himself, you know, the mastermind behind Marvel Studios, the outfit isn't considering any R-rated content outside Deadpool 3. Now that we know Blade is in very active development at the House of Ideas, that means that the movie is all but guaranteed to earn more family-friendly rating. And I got the quote right here from Kevin Feige. I think we target everything we're doing for kids and adults. So I think your question is more adult or R-rated, Feige said during a press stop at Disney TCA event via Deadline. Other than Deadpool, which has already established itself as a certain genre and a certain rating that we already said we would not mess with when we started working on Deadpool, which we have. Other than that, we haven't encountered a story or a storyline or a character's journey that a PG-13 rating or the tone or the rating we've been using up to this point has prevented us from telling that story. He added, we haven't been held back by it. If we ever are, then certainly there can be a discussion that can be had now that there's other outlets like Star, like you were talking about earlier, OneTakeBigDog. But that just hasn't been the case. We've told all the stories that we wanted to with the tonality and the rating we have now. Larry, I'm coming to you first. What do you think about this? You think it's a big deal, or does Blade need to be rated R?
I mean, I don't know what the story is going to be, so I can't say if it should be rated R or not, but I'm thinking it probably should be. But I don't like horror films, but I'm a big vampire werewolf type person. I love those stories. Those are great. And as far as the rating for this, I feel like if they're going to do a theatrical release or something that's PG-13, I hope they do like a separate cut that's like rated R or NC-17 or something for people that want to see that, because just a straight up PG movie, I just nah. I mean, I'm gonna watch it. It's gonna be great, I'm sure, but I just wish it. I want these things to be edgier, grittier, more violent, more sexual, because it's a vampire. Vampires are about sex and violence. They live off of violence and sex. That's it. And to take that out, I mean, those are the only two things that are going to give you a rated R R rating anyways, and to take those out of that story, I don't know. I mean,
Okay.
I'm sure they can tell the story at PG-13. I just hope that if they do, they give us an R rating or an NC-17 version that we can watch.
I got you. And before I come to you, One Take Big Dog, I just want to thank all 91 of you watching right now. If everybody can hit the thumbs up button, I would really appreciate that. One Take, what do you think about all this, man? Does it matter to you? Or does it have to be rated R?
Well, does it matter to me? I guess I would say no, but am I disappointed? I would say 100% yes, because I don't know, just the thought of it and seeing the fan images of Mahershala Ali, I don't want. I love Marvel films, but to me they all have that same kind of tone and feel to them. And
Yeah.
I was hoping this, like Larry said, I want to see something a little bit more gritty, explore a different side. And Larry, I don't think we're gonna get another cut of this film. I think we get one cut of this film, and that's what it's gonna be. But I'm definitely a little disappointed that they're not gonna take the edgier route with Blade.
I feel you, and I think I got another quote right here. This is from Mahershala. I just brought it up as someone who really wanted to take on that Blade role and tackle that. Ali previously said for the role, I love that it's darker. That's all in terms of tone. He's a little bit darker than some of the other ones, and so that element was attractive to me. That kind of confuses me because I'm just like, I mean, the first Blade with Wesley Snipes was bloody. It was dark to me. They had all kind of stuff. I mean, look like how is it? I don't know what he's talking about, but I mean, they had the blood rave scene.
See, you're not gonna get that, and man, that's disappointing that you're not gonna see anything like
That's
this.
What I'm saying. Yeah.
I don't see how you're gonna do that family friendly style.
Yeah, like this is the stuff I want, and like this is the thing. When at first I was like, hell no, this is BS. It's just they tripping. But I thought about it and I was like, well, it just depends on what's in my movie. Like if they're saying it's not going to be R because of F-bombs and sex scenes, I don't have to have that in my Vampire Blade movie. You know, I know you said sex, Larry, and violence. I do need my violence. But I don't need F-bombs and I don't necessarily need sex in my Vampire Blade movies. However, I do need blood. I do need blood. I do
tons of it.
Yeah, I do need tons of it like this. I mean, you're dealing with vampires. I mean, does every Marvel movie have to be rated R? No, just a few select titles like Blade. Blade is one. The Punisher.
Yeah.
Ghost Rider. Deadpool. And any solo Wolverine movies, you know, because I mean you're dealing with claws and stabbing people, you know what I'm saying? So that's only a fraction of the catalog. You know, maybe there's a couple of more, but I just can't think right now off the top of my head. But if we're not getting this right here, you know, I'm highly disappointed as well, man. And so, you know, I'm Blade, I'm the new Avenger. We got a whole bunch of vampires to kill. Is there going to be any blood? Because if not, you know.
A vampire movie with no blood. No matter how good the movie is, that's going to be a huge critique for me.
Yeah, Zilla Tree said that's a contradiction. If that's so, you know, so I agree. But I just kind of want to ask y'all, just kind of have some fun. I didn't even know they fought in the comments. I want to see this right here. That look kind of nice, you know.
That would be kind of cool.
Who would win that fight? You know, I don't know. I just had to throw it. I just had to throw that in there real quick. I thought it was cool. But guys, let's go ahead and move to the final topic of the night, the titular topic right here. The final topic number 9. Are y'all ready for this?
Yeah,
guys, that brings us to topic number 9. It's been but before I go there, let me just ask y'all and everybody in the chat. Do y'all know who Ta-Nehisi Coates is in the chat? Do y'all know who Ta-Nehisi Coates is? He's a cool brother.
Yeah.
I like him. I like his work. Let me go ahead and read something real quick about who Ta-Nehisi Coates is. Ta-Nehisi Paul Coates was born September 30th, 1975, as an American author and journalist. Coates gained a wide readership during his time as national correspondent at The Atlantic, where he wrote about cultural, social, and political issues, particularly regarding African Americans and white supremacy. Coates has worked for The Village Voice, Washington City Paper, and Time. He has contributed to the New York Times Magazine, the Washington Post, the Washington Monthly, and other publications. He has published 3 nonfiction books, The Beautiful Struggle Between the Worlds and Me, and We Were 8 Years in Power, an American Tragedy. Between the World and Me won the 2015 National Book Award for nonfiction. So this dude is talented, but why do I have his? Why am I bringing him up? He has also written a Black Panther series and a Captain America series for Marvel Comics. In 2015, he received the Genius Grant for the MacArthur Foundation. His first novel, The Water Dancer, was published in 2019. And that's why I'm bringing him up, because he is part of the last topic of the day. It looks like, guys, we're going to be getting a rebooted Superman. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. And I'm pretty sure this is going to be upsetting a lot of people, but there's a lot of details that we have to hash out. But, I do have the report right here from Shadow and Act. It says exclusive, Ta-Nehisi Coates to write upcoming Superman film from DC and Warner Brothers. Shadow and Act has learned exclusively from studio sources that Ta-Nehisi Coates is writing an upcoming Superman feature film from DC Films and Warner Brothers Pictures. The film is very early in the development process with no start or release date targeted. J.J. Abrams will produce the feature under his Bad Robot shingle, and Hannah Minghella will serve as producer. OneTakeBigDog, how are you feeling about this rebooted Superman with Ta-Nehisi Coates and J.J. Abrams behind it?
Oh man, I kind of got mixed feelings, and it's not about them at all. I think it's more or less, I just hate how they did Henry Cavill and never gave him like a second film. You throw Batman in this film, you never actually gave him a chance to like close out on that role. No closure on that role.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, I'm excited for a reboot of Superman, because it's like, and I know Warner Brothers is doing this. One, they saw the popularity of Superman and Lois on CW, and how quickly that first episode hit with fans. So you're like, okay. And Superman is a character, first of all, he's an alien. So Superman being black, I don't see why it would bother anyone, for one. Second of all, that would just make that story so much.
We're gonna talk about it.
Like, it would be so much different for that character to have to come up black, and it's like, then you have this guy say, now granted, I have to be completely totally honest, kind of also feel like there were other black characters I wish that Warner Brother would have gave a chance to make more known to like in pop culture, to like regular audiences. Well, it's just given the biggest, most known superhero and making that character back. I like it. I really do like the decision.
All right, and before I pass to you, Larry, they're hearing that there's no director attached as of yet, and the plot details remain under wraps. Additionally, the search for an actor to play Kal-El Superman hasn't started yet. But I have the quote right here, and it says, to be invited into the DC Extended Universe by Warner Brothers, DC Films, and Bad Robot is an honor, said Coates in a statement received only by Shadow and Act. I look forward to meaningfully adding to the legacy of America's most iconic mythic hero. There is a new, powerful, and moving Superman story yet to be told. We couldn't be more thrilled to be working with the brilliant Mr. Coates to help bring the story to the big screen, and we're beyond thankful to the team at Warner Brothers for the opportunity, said J.J. Abrams in the statement to Shadow and Act. Ta-Nehisi Coates, between the world and me, opened the window and changed the way many of us see the world, added Toby Emmerich, Chairman Warner Brothers Pictures Group. We're confident that his take on Superman will give fans a new and exciting way to see the Man of Steel. Larry, coming to you, sir. How are you feeling about a rebooted Superman movie so far with these men involved?
I mean, if he's playing Kal-El, then I'm not. I mean, I'm not really feeling the whole making him black thing. And I'll tell you why. There's a couple of reasons. One, I think there's enough black comic book, heroes out there that we can go ahead and actually start telling those stories. We don't need to add Superman being black. We just don't need it. We can tell other stories out there. And the other thing is we have to start asking ourselves, if we're going to be okay with making Superman black, are we also going to be okay later if they start saying, well, we kind of want to make Black Panther white?
Hell the F no.
Or maybe we want to make Storm a blonde chick. I mean, if we start taking away some of that stuff and we start, flipping start making some things that in the comics were white, make them black or whatever, men, we have to start asking, are we going to be okay if they flip the script? I just think there's enough stories out there that we don't need to retell the same stories by just changing the racial element of it. I think we can just simply tell a different story.
Right on. Well, let me go ahead and get to the better part of this segment right here. And I agree with you. I do not want a black Superman if they are taking the role over as Kal-El, Clark Kent. No, I don't. I agree with everything you said. However, let me go to the second part of this. If we go over to the Hollywood Reporter, it says if they added a bit more to this story that the Shadow and Act didn't have, and I have the report right here. The Hollywood Reporter has confirmed that this Superman project is aiming to star a black Superman. It's possible that this would be another version of Clark Kent, but more intriguing is that the possibility that it would be either Calvin Ellis or Val Zod, Superman from DC's comic book multiverse. Calvin Ellis, created by Grant Morrison and Doug Mank, I'm not saying that correctly, first appeared in Final Crisis number 7, 2009, inspired by Barack Obama. This iteration of Superman is also president of the United States of America and uses his superpowers to directly confront global politics alongside his own iteration of the Justice League that includes Wonder Woman and Nubia. Val Zod, created by Tom Taylor, Nicola Scott, and Robson Rocha, first appeared in Earth 2, number 19, 2014, the Superman of Earth 2. Val Zod was adapted by Jor-El and sent to Earth along with Kal-El. Raised by pacifist parents on Earth, Val became Superman when Darkseid forces invaded his planet. So they're talking about a black Superman from a different universe that was actually black in the comics. But I actually have I thought I had a video. What happened to the video? Hold on.
I can get out with that. I can get out with a different Superman that's black. I just don't want him to take the old Superman and rebrand him as a black dude.
Yeah, same here, man. Same here. And I know we've talked about, I've talked about this before on my channel about a year ago because there was rumors. I did a video on it. That's the thumbnail right there. I know Lamont and I think you, Larry, he talked about it as well on his channel about a year or two ago that it was rumors that Michael B. Jordan may be taking this over. But I'm here for it as well. I want to know from you guys in the chat, if y'all are open to a black Superman. But I'm here for this. But I got the clip ready. Let me go ahead and play this right now. This was I think 2 years ago, February 2019. Here you go.
Okay, yeah. I heard a rumor. There's been this buzz that you're going to be the next Superman.
Yeah, that was a rumor. I heard that. I heard that. I heard a few rumors buzzing around. I think just to be in those conversations, it's flattering and very humbling that they would like.
Would you like to be Superman?
It's tough, you know why? Because I hate being a businessman also, and like understanding both sides of the situation. And I think there's a huge upside to it, but then there's just being under that microscope of just being picked apart and compared to so many different versions of Superman. I would rather do something original.
Really?
But
the chance to be Superman.
I mean, it's cool.
In your skin.
I'll be Calvin Ellis. You know, there's another version of Superman that from Earth 23. I'm a comic book guy.
Okay.
You know, so Calvin Ellis is like, you know, Earth 23.
I don't know who you're talking about, but
so
okay.
So
and I just had a little moment where I'm like, am I going to act like I know what he's saying? Or do I just do that little kind of, oh yeah, Calvin. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
There's another version of Superman in another dimension that is black already in the comic books that exist, and I think the comic book, you know, purists can accept that more than me being, you know, Clark Kent from Kansas, and I that's a different thing. So
that's a very different
thing.
Very different thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Oprah with the interview. But that's what I'm talking about right there, man. Calvin Ellis. If this is the correct photo of Calvin Ellis, you know, I don't know because there's more than one black Superman, but Michael B. Jordan taking over the role. You know, if it's already an established black Superman that was already in the comics, not taking over Henry Cavill, I'm perfectly fine with that. Because initially I wouldn't be, but one movie in particular is why I'm 100% cool with this is because of Joker with Joaquin Phoenix. You know, that was his own thing, and they still have the DCEU going with the Justice League Snyder cut, and hopefully we'll get more sequels and stuff. So if they're gonna do it like that, where it's like a little solo thing, hell yeah, why the hell not? And then, I mean, and it's a black Superman. Superman get his power from the sun. That makes more sense for black people anyway. You know what I'm saying with melanin. So I mean, it's just built in. So I'm here for it. I'm here for it. So I want to come back to you, One Take Big Dog, with those comments from Michael B. Jordan, and then it already being like a black Superman from a different Earth. How you feel about all this?
Oh yeah, this is actually definitely what I would prefer. Only thing is, and I know I might be in the minority on this, I do not want it to be Michael B. Jordan. And there's nothing against Michael B. Jordan at all. I would rather it be kind of like a, not completely no name, but kind of like somebody else who, because a lot of the times, and it's kind of how I feel with like The Rock and Black Adam, it's become less about the character and more about the actor. And I want somebody who kind of like on the rise, who can like become a star off of being Superman. And we know that person as Superman. Granted, a lot of people, if they do the role well enough, you start looking at them as the character. But I kind of want somebody who wasn't an already established A-list actor, you know?
I respect that. I'm not mad at that. I mean, I'm cool with Michael B. Jordan doing it, but if he doesn't, I'm not gonna cry or losing his sleep. But I respect that. Larry, with the video you just saw, the interview, and it being more of a black, already established comic book hero. I mean, Superman. How you feeling about it now?
Yeah, man, I have to agree with One Take Big Dog on that. I actually wouldn't mind seeing them break a new actor and have him play that role and really set someone's career off. I think that would be fantastic. Not to mention that, you know, with Michael B. Jordan, he's going to be so busy on the Marvel side when he comes back to take the rightful ruler of Wakanda as he is and take the throne that he justfully won in that challenge. So I think he's just going to be too busy, you know, and he's going to have his marriage to Shuri and their honeymoon when he finally just says, you know what, I'm just taking you as a bride too. So, you know, I think I think he's going to be busy on the Marvel side, and they should just find somebody new on DC's side. So
I got you. Well,
that one comment said Yahya Abdul-Mateen. I can see that if he wasn't Black Manta already, even though they would probably be their own separate films. Well, I think I love him as Black Manta right now, though. So
now, who's the dude that played?
Where did it go?
The Jamaican dude that played in if I get it out, Luke Cage, the first season.
Bushmaster. You said Second season. That's
second season. Then the
Bushmaster.
dude that. What was dude's name though? He might not be bad.
Michael Coulter? You talking about the guy that played Luke Cage?
No, not Michael Coulter. I'm talking about the villain.
Oh, let me try to look it up real quick.
Yeah, can you put us on the spot, Larry? That one.
Luke Cage. Let me see if I can. I know you're talking about season 2. Hold on, you saying you want him to be Superman? Wait a minute, bro. What? Hold on. Let me just click one of these. Let's see.
Let's see. Yeah, Mustafa Shakur.
Okay. Sure.
I like that dude, man.
I like him too. I just had to kind of think about it, but I don't know. What y'all? Yeah, y'all know who he is, Mustafa Shakur. So he's British. I ain't tripping on that, you know. Just real quick, Killmonger lives.
Yes, he does.
What am I trying to say? One take. How you feel about this brother Mustafa? You know,
not my first choice. Not my first choice. I'm gonna lie to you.
Not my first choice.
Nothing against it. I loved him in Luke Cage. He was energetic, but I don't know. I don't know.
Already. Well, I mean, I'm here for it. Like I said, my main thing is like I'm here for if they're gonna reboot Superman, I want it to be separate from the DCU, and I still want them to keep it going with Henry Cavill. And if it's gonna be a Black Superman, that's fine with me as long as it's either Calvin Ellis or Zal. What's his name? Zal, whatever the hell. Yeah, this dude right here. I'm not that familiar with the Black Supermans or whatever, but you know, other than that, so y'all have anything else?
I mean, they could just piss off all the racist fanboys and recast what's his name, dude that was Cyborg. Just make it right on him.
Oh man. And he looks like the character. That would be crazy.
Yeah, that. It took me a while to realize what you was actually saying. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so much. That is going to conclude the 7th show of the Movie News Roundup. This last day in Black History Month, February 28th, 2021. I do this every week. I will be doing this again next week, March the 7th. Same time, 6:30 p.m. CST. Thank you so much. Again, I'm live right now on YouTube at Just My Opinion Reviews, on Twitch at Just My Opinion Reviews, Facebook.com/JustMyOpinion, and you can also follow me and on Instagram and Twitter at Just My Opinion 84. And you can also follow these brothers on their respective outlets as well on the screen. OneTakeBigDog, do you have any final thoughts for the people? And what do you have going on your channel, sir?
Yeah, actually, well, first of all, I want everybody to stay safe out there. Secondly, what I got going on my channel is I just recently uploaded my review for the new film on Netflix, I Care a Lot, which I thought was great. This week I have reviews coming for Nomadland, the map of tiny perfect things, I think that's the name. And I actually watched Face Off. So I will be talking about that in the video this week.
Yes. I'm glad. Hey, I'm trying to. Oh, hold on.
What a money reside. What a money reside. What a money reside. What a money reside. Okay.
All right, Laney Womack coming through in the end with the super chat $4.99. Thank you so much, my sister. I do appreciate it. Don't be giving Larry no hard time now. No, I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. And again, Zia Latrice, thank you too. I appreciate you always having fun as well. But yeah, go ahead. One take. I'm sorry.
No, that was it.
Oh yeah. So I'm trying to determine, man, if I want to ask you now if you like it or wait till your video. Should we make up tell us now, Larry? So if y'all don't know, like a week, I think 2 weeks ago, it was announced that they're going to be coming out with a face-off reboot or TV series or sequel. And one was like, man, when that came out, I was 6 years old. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen it. We was like, bro, you got to see it. You know, and I forgot about it. So he saw it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Larry, should we ask him now real quick or should we wait for the video? I'm going to let you decide.
Man, I feel like we should ask him, but not know. I want to know.
Yeah. You want to know? Okay. Just don't give us a full review. Just give us a nice 5 to 10 second, you know, of what you thought about Face Off.
That movie was fire, and Nicolas Cage,
yes,
is one of the greatest ever.
Yes. I'm so happy you liked it, man. They don't make them like that no more, do they? You know.
Oh, but that was a good movie.
Yeah. And the thing is, you're watching it as an adult, you know. When I watched it, I was in junior high when that came out. You know what I'm saying? That came out in '97, so I was like 12 or 13 years old at that time. So yeah, man. But I'm glad you liked it, man. And and I'm gonna shout out your channel here in a second. But Larry, do you have any final thoughts for the people? And what do you have going on your channel, sir?
Yeah, I just want to say that I am Brandon Keith Avery, and this is just my. Oh no, sorry, that's your line.
That's my line, man.
I just want to tell everybody to keep masking up. You know, keep masking up. Keep protecting yourself. Go to there is a website. I believe it is called. Oh man, now I'm blanking on. I believe it's called like vaccinefinder.com. That will help you find places where you can get vaccines. So if you are eligible to get vaccinated in your area, you can go there. They will show a list of all the pharmacies like CVS and Walgreens and Duane Reade's and all the other grocery stores that are actually doing vaccinations. And then you can see if they actually have them in stock and if you're able to get an appointment. So if you haven't, if you plan on getting one, get it. Wear a mask, stay safe. All these new variants are pretty scary. So as far as my channel, man, I have some, more tech coming up. I have some, I have a new microphone set coming in from Rode that I'm looking forward to that allows you to actually record 2 people at the same time. The little microphone transmitter actually has an audio recorder built into it so that you can actually just use that instead of using the transmitter and the receiver together. You can just record on the transmitter, so it just becomes like a standalone audio recorder. So that's really kind of dope. Yeah, man. I don't know. I have about 5 or 6 boxes in the hallway I haven't opened yet. So after I finish here, I'm gonna do a haul video and see what kind of goodness I have for the coming week.
Nice. And so, guys, I just want to let y'all know that if you are liking, and I'm sure you did, what these gentlemen had to say, there is a link to their YouTube channels down in the description box. All you got to do is click the link and subscribe. And yeah, you can also head over to my channel right here, the channel tab right there. You got Larry's channel right here, Today I Feel Like, right there. This is what his channel looks like. Go hit the subscribe button. And you also got OneTakeBigDog right here as well. Go hit the subscribe button. You can do it here, or you can do it down in the link down in the description box. But guys, again, I'm not gonna, with me, I have some reviews and some TV shows I have to watch. I don't want to announce them because it seems like every time I make an announcement, I either put it out late or I don't end up doing it. So I'm just gonna surprise you guys real quick. But I do want to thank you again for tuning in, all 79 of you. I think I got up to like 115 people in the chat again. But I will see you guys again next Sunday. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. I do appreciate it. I am Brandon Keith Avery. Give me that thumbs up, subscribe, share, follow us all on social media. And before you go, don't forget that my name is Brandon Keith Avery. That's OneTakeBigDog, and that's Larry, and that's just our opinion. Peace out.